It's time to dust off your favorite chair and sit in front of the big screen TV. Get a drink in your hand because it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Your number one host, the Thunder from Down Under, a man on a quest to make money for beer. Sparring DK presents Relegation Regen Rebuild, Manchester United. Hello and welcome back to Relegation Regen Rebuild here with Manchester United for part 2 of our Season 3 simulation. We currently sit in 4th position on the 1st of January. That transfer window is open. I might dip into the plethora of dollars that we do have here and try and bring in some players just to bolster this team, get them moving. And I mean, ideally we'd like automatic qualifications for the Premier League next season. But I don't know, things have not really gone our way. I thought we would have been a lot more dominant, but Crystal Palace, Brentford and Bournemouth are currently above us on the table. It's looking like a 4-horse race for automatic qualification, though Crystal Palace are 10 points clear. They haven't lost a game all season. We'll have to do something about that. Let's jump into this episode where we'll have more Youth Academy reports coming back, hopefully some transfers for you. And fingers crossed, by the end of this season, we have qualified for the Premier League. Let's jump into it. Right, we don't really have much room in our squad at the moment. We've got 50-odd players. I'm trying to send a lot of those youngsters out on loan that have very high potential. We will try and offload as many of the players that have lost their potential. But the Ibrahimovic regen here in Nicholas Lani. 72 overall. He's an absolute steal at just under 10 million. And I think if we could bring him in, that we could hopefully offload Callum Shaw. And that would give us Lebo and Lane up front in the reserves team, and you know, just someone that's got a little bit more composure about them. The regens tend to grow a little bit better than the youth academy players early on, so I'm going to see if I can get a deal done here for Lane. Right, so we get our man Lane, the Ibrahimovic regen. I did a straight swap for Connery. Connery had no potential. He couldn't score goals. I mean, he was 76 rated, worth 15 million or something. We probably lost out money, but in the future, I think this is going to be a worthwhile investment for us. He's got acceleration, agility, balance, and sprint speed, as you'd expect for the Ibrahimovic regen, and hopefully he can grow into something that can partner up front with Freddie Kenzo. You've got Lebo there. We've got some young strikers coming through, and maybe then Navarrete can push back into the midfield, set up the play, and get some more of those long shot goals. So this is the reserve squad, which is looking, well, Pooper shouldn't be in there, but yeah, the reserves are looking good. Right, there is another story unfolding as well. Matsheard was sold to Stoke City in the off-season, so he has left here on the 1st of January. Thank you for your services, Matsheard. We may need a new centre-back or train one of the ones that we have, but okay, work to do. Right, we'll try and slip some gameplay into this episode. We did draw Tottenham in the FA Cup, so I am going to send this team out here. Lani will get to see him make his debut. Khan on the left, Busy Mana. Mikkelbus gets a call up at centre-back. He is a centre-back from Norway from memory. So a chance to see some of these youngsters in action. Maybe they'll go out on loan, who knows. But let's see what happens here against Spurs. We'll probably get towed, but let's have some fun. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, FA Cup, and we're sending some of the youngsters out to just have a red-hot crack, hopefully. So let's get into this game and see what the boys are up for. Lays it off. Here's Herman Khan. Whips his way forward. Lebo. Back inside. Lane shoots and works Lloris. Welcome to Manchester United. He's a big unit. Campbell. Plays it across. Lani. Finds the opening. Lani! Oh, jeez, he's fucking causing issues. And he's worked Lloris twice now. Well, he's come through the Milan Academy. Now at Manchester United. Ferguson whips. Lani, Busy Mana. No, cleared out the back. Magisha. Lebo works his way through the Frenchman. No, picked out by Sissoko. Oh, Busy Mana gives it away in a nasty area. Nabry. Oh, luckily offside from Nasser. Campbell. Busy Mana finds Herman Khan. Lays it off. Here's Lebo. Oh, good challenge. Oh, Lebo's down. Campbell. Lani. Herman Khan drives his way forward. Herman! Can't beat Lloris, but Manchester United, the youngsters are up for this one by the looks of things. Oh, Dali Ali strikes on the cusp of half-time. Tottenham have looked threatening, but we've held them up until now. Not a bad effort. We've had enough shots ourselves that we possibly could have had the lead, but Dele Alli, lethal from that area. And it's 1-0 to Tottenham. Well, Matsheard couldn't play it out of trouble. And that is a class finish. 1-0. Well, there is half-time at 1-0 down to Tottenham. Malale. Ferguson. Paddy pushes his way forward. Paddy Ferguson has a crack. Works Lloris. And again, straight at the goalkeeper pretty much. Pass up. Herman Khan. Takes his man on here, Herman. Drives his way forward. Still comes Herman. Oh, it's a heavy touch. Can he keep it in? He can, but couldn't find anyone. It was slick. Back forward, Lane just tries to push his way inside the box. Cuts back, Lane. Oh, Lloris worked again, but we need some clinical action from these boys. Let's make our final two changes. Frank Bezimana checks out for Herman Khan. Izzy Molina and Narek Sark-Isan checks in on the wing. Oh, that is a soft goal to concede. Tottenham 2, Manchester United 0. Gnabry with a simple touch there to beat our defence and our goalkeeper. Pretty average defensive, to be fair. Just look at this. Nasser sort of had Gnabry and then just let him straight past. And Kjartansson wasn't sure whether to come or not. There we go, 2-0. Oh, there's a penalty. What are you doing? You're fucking 2-0 up, you idiot. Ricardi. Well, Lani will step up. And good save from Lloris. Well, it's a corner for Tottenham. This one's just a formality. Harry Winks checks in. Malale gets the clearance, but Tottenham have had most of the possession here in the second half. These youngsters, well, probably will do okay for the amount of minutes, but haven't really shown us enough. And there's still a lot of work to do here. What are you doing, boys? Well, there we go. Out of the FA Cup, 2-0. Let's get this season done. Well, 7 shots to 9. We were in the game, but Tottenham more clinical. Right, as Born Mikkelbus has been loaned out. That's good news. Get him some minutes. Right, we're sending the scouts out again. And thank you to Simon. We're off to Kazakhstan. Rani has sent us off to the Faroe Islands. And Martin has sent us off to Italy. Right, taking a look at the current academy. Clowney coming along and Segura. Omar Bayer is 80 to 94 striker here from Chad. Thomas still looks good. Kruppen 77 to 91. Okay. Afado Latoa still looks alright. Gustav Iversen from Denmark, 76 to 94. And a right midfielder now in Alexander Jespersen, 75 to 94. We've also got Victor Clausen, the left winger, 75 to 94. Back to simulations, it's a 2-1 victory. And a training session sees Lazon to a 76. Right, John Malale has been loaned out to Dion and Sokolov as well loaned out. Right, the away game against Crystal Palace, who hadn't lost a game, have just lost 3-1 to Manchester United. Lazon and Navarrete with finishes, and Carr's got himself red carded. Away to Bristol City for a 2-0 victory. Right, Narek Sarksian has been loaned out to Basika. Janskali back from injury. Lazon and Murray with goals, and it's a 2-0 victory against Middlesbrough. Right, Callum Shaw has just been sold to Crystal Palace for 13.9 million. We brought in Lane. Callum Shaw probably serviced a requirement, so, well, he's gone to a good team. He'll probably be in the Premier League next season. A 0-0 draw against Derby with no team lineups. Training sessions, Murray to a 74, Nasser hits a 70 overall. Reserves roll out against Ipswich for a 1-1 draw. Cooper got red carded in the 34th minute. Home against Blackburn, a 3-0 victory. Matsheard red carded. Away to Stoke City, it's a 2-0 victory. Navarrete with a knock. Away to QPR, it's a 3-1 victory. Right, let's have a look at the Youth Academy. We've brought a couple of players back. Masil still coming along with Segura. Omar Bayer looks alright, as does Thomas. Kruppen's dropped away, so yeah, it's tough. We're going to promote to release. Latoa's still alright. Iversen, Jespersen, Clausen. We've picked up a central defensive midfielder here in Federico Mancini, 69 to 94. We'll see how he turns out. And a centre back here, 6'3", Nicola Esposito, 70 to 94. From the Faroe Islands, we've got August Danielsen, 63 overall, 73 to 94 potential. And a centre back at 6'8" at Arna Knudsen. 76 to 94. Okay, let's go. Away to Swansea, it's a 1-0 victory. At home to Charlton, it's a 3-1 victory. Jorgensen with 2. Right, a few lads away on international duty. It meant Dahl was between the sticks today. And we've lost on the road to Nottingham Forest 2-1. Right, Afado Latour wants out of our youth academy. Let's hope we've got some spots. Right, the left midfielder here from Tonga, 60 overall attacker. Sure, let's go. Right, Gustav Arvidsson wants out of the academy as well. The left winger here from Denmark looks pretty decent. Let's get him in. Away to Preston, it's a 3-0 victory. Victor Clausen wants out of the academy. We're running out of squad spots. He's the 16-year-old winger from Denmark, 62 overall. Okay. Home to Sheffield Wednesday is a loss. That could be important. Right, it is time to send the scouts out once again, and it is time for you guys to leave me some new countries. I'll take the ones from this episode for season number 4, but thanks to its O's, we're going to Pakistan for physically strong. Michael sent us off to Finland for a goalkeeper or a midfielder. Probably don't need a goalkeeper, so we'll look for a playmaker, and Peter wants us to go to Montenegro for any. Off we go. Now, taking a look at the current youth academy, because we did get some players back there. Let's have a look at what we've picked up. Valerio Fontana, 6'3", central defensive midfielder from Italy. We've got a lad here from Kazakhstan in Oraz Belgimbayev. Belgimbayev, try and get that one off your tongue if he's racing forward. 63 to 94 potential. Giuseppe Cassidai, the centre-back here from Italy, defensive-minded. Fontana, a right-back, 6'5", decent. Mancini as well, 6'1", 80 to 94. A few Italians coming through, and that's not too bad than we've seen. So, just turning them over. We just need them to turn into talents very quickly. Home game against Millwall for a 3-0 victory, and a 1-1 draw against Cardiff away from home. Right, a massive game in the context of the season. Bournemouth above us on the table, but we get a 2-1 victory. Flanagan's been red carded early. Away to Barnsley for a 2-1 victory. Right, we are at a point where the the main squad is full and the youth academy is full. So if I want to bring in players, we're going to have to release some. So unfortunately, Alexander Jespersen, you're out. Valerio Fontana has dropped. Released. Final game of the regular season. Navarrete with a hat-trick. 5-1. Bang. Right, youth player wants out. Jerome Thomas. That may mean that we need to release someone from the first team. Right, the first man that we'll have to make a move is Adam Jones. He is showing great potential now, but 61 up 1. Not happy. Everything's going against him. Thank you for your services. Goodbye. And the reason for that is that we don't want to miss out on Jerome Thomas. 6'6", 88 to 94 potential central defensive midfielder. Let's get him in. Right, the next lad that is going to have to unfortunately leave us is Alan Asalanian. 61 up 3, showing great potential, but we need space to bring players in from the youth academy. So off you go. Now the man that did want the call up is Omabaya. 84 to 94 potential. Right, Claudio Masil wants out of the academy, so that means someone else will have to make way. Okay, so the man that we'll be making away is Yazan Awad, the Jordan right midfielder. 67 rated, so I mean, we're starting to, cull, but he'll have to make his way out of the club. Now that allows us to bring in Claudio Masil, the Portuguese left winger, and hopefully a bright spark for the future. Right, so we get to the end of the season and we have a very extensive squad. I've pulled back all the lads from loan. Obviously, we've had to delist a few this season, and we probably need to start narrowing down on the players that we want to progress with in the Premier League. I want to bring in some regens. There'll be some more floating around next season just to really pull this squad together. So Billy Flynn, I mean, he's kept growing. 87 up 4. Hasn't had any training this season. He's just, got up and about. An exciting prospect. Chevette's back from loan, showing great potential. And we've got Overdal, who has the potential to be special. So we probably don't need all 4 goalkeepers. Gartenson's dropped away a little bit, but, I like the looks of him. So I think Chevette is the one that needs to be added to the transfer list. Dahl will go onto the loan list for next season, and we'll have Flynn and Gartenson ready to go. In the left-back positions, okay, we'll hold Paul Carr for now. Nazar's lost his potential, so he can go on the transfer list. And I think Nazarine can go as well. I only want potential to be special players, unfortunately. Jean-Luc Rabamajara, we still don't know what his potential is, but he has gone up 4. Mikubas has the potential to be special, 64 up 2. Lonvik, he is going out on a loan when the transfer window, so some of these are already set up. Magisha only showing great potential, but he's probably our number 3. Flanagan, 80 up 2, and Cooper, 84 up 2, so they're just holding on at the moment. Sacco at right back, 77's lost his potential. Yaz Khalib as well. But there are only 2 right backs, so I wouldn't sell one of those until, you know, we maybe pull in a regen or something from the academy. Ricardo Willis is leaving on a loan spell. Jerome Thomas has potential to be special. Bizimana, an exciting prospect. Lynn, I'm not too sure about. I don't think he's going to make the cut. We're going to put him on the transfer list. But Boaskew is going to go on the transfer list as well, just because I know that we have Johnny Hunter, and then Molina is potential to be special going out on loan. Owusu has the potential to be special, so we've got some big players there to come through. We'll hold Bizimana for now. So, yeah, there's a lot of work to do, and we don't really use the CDMs, to be fair. Afado Latoa is potential to be special. Ahmed's leaving to Wigan. Brian McDonald now starting left-hand side. Malcolm, showing great potential. Handy as a backup for now. Murray, exciting prospect, so he's up and down, but 76 up 6. Ornison, an exciting prospect. Cam. Jurgensen's a 75 up 4. I'll hold him for now, but he might be a bit of sale bait. Navarrete, still potential to be special. John Sauter, pretty sure had potential to be special. He's going on loan. Iverson, exciting prospect. Alves, still potential to be special. And Clausen's an exciting prospect. So this is where we need low. Bang. See you later. Transfer listed. I can't have that kind of crap floating around. Medium's not too shabby. We've got a lot of left wingers here. Sokolov, potential to be special. Medium. Lauren, potential to be special. Medium-low. Masil's an exciting prospect. I was hoping for better, but high. And Sarkisian, high-medium. So a lot of left wingers there. And then we've also got Joe Graham, who's up to an exciting prospect. Khan's lost it. Unfortunately, the Malaysian, sorry, transfer listed. We can't have this many wingers about. Lazon's up to an 80. I gave him a fair bit of training because he was the starting right winger. Ferguson back on the transfer list. Figueroa, potential to be special. Ollie Bartlett has lost his potential at this stage. Malay has potential to be special. Vandenberg has potential to be special. He's just come back from loan too. Bayern, we're not too sure on. So unfortunately, Ollie Bartlett, you're going on the transfer list. Kenzo back up. Lane is okay. So I'll reassess at the start of next season depending on what regens are floating around, but we need to cull this squad. I need to get rid of about 20 odd players, you know, for the starting and reserves, and the rest will probably need to be out on loan or delisted. All right, top goal scorer in the championship is Grant. Navarrete finished with 24 from 33. Freddie Kenzo really didn't get a look in still. So we need to find a way to get all of our scorers scoring. All right, assists. Murray with 10 and Navarrete with 10. So Murray setting up from the midfield. Good to see. Clean sheets. Flynn had 12. Needs a lot more. Chevets had 6. And Kjartansen had 3. So we used 3 goalkeepers. Chevets did well. Then he went out on loan. Unless that's 6 clean sheets on loan, I don't know. Right, so looking at the championship, Barnsley, Derby County and Portsmouth have been relegated. We move up the table, and we didn't have to deal with the playoffs, thankfully, because we finished 1 point above Bournemouth. Promotion, Crystal Palace go through with 114 points, but we are back in the Premier League, baby. And that means the next episode we will be back to normal formality, starting a fresh season. We'll, fingers crossed, have the kits ready. I'm working on those at the moment. And yeah, let's get ready to go back. I just had to accelerate it a little bit. Hopefully there's some good regens. We know most of the players in the squad because we've pretty much kept most of the first team here. So yeah, hopefully we're up and about in the Premier League and can make ends meet because, yeah, we're nearly in September. FIFA 21 just around the corner. We'll see you in the next one. I'm Sparring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one. The Sparring DK channel now has Patreon, and if you feel like just going that little extra step to help, you know, the channel grow, you can go across to the website, pledge your allegiance to myself, and for $1 a month, you're basically putting it in a jar and allowing for us to go and buy some more beers and record some more beer drinking episodes. Thank you very much to the current lads that have gone ahead and supported the channel. Absolutely tremendous to see anybody willing just to give that $1 a month at this stage. I cannot thank you from the bottom of my heart. You really will make a difference in the future. So jump across there if you're that way inclined to the Patreon channel. Sign up today and we'll see if we can get some extra beer drinking episodes for you at home. Now, if you are looking for some more content, we've got a couple of videos. One here, and if you want to subscribe, there's a button right there. So go ahead, subscribe, and you'll be notified when the video